What's up, YouTube and veteran community? I want to make a quick couple videos about transitioning out of the military. I just retired after 22 years of service, 7 years enlisted, and the rest as an officer. And while I was transitioning out, I did what you're doing, which is watch YouTube videos and try and find out what people were doing. And I gotta say, some of the information is outdated, and mostly you find a lot of people just bitching about their time in the military, and it doesn't come off too positive. So I want to give you some real world practical application on what's going to set you up for success, starting with, without further ado, number one, leaving the military with a positive attitude. It's really, really easy to get caught in the trap of speaking negatively about your time in the military and your times on deployment and the people that you worked with. And that could possibly be some of the reason that you're getting out of the military. And I would be lying to you if I said that I haven't had negative experiences, but just as many negative experiences that I've had positive experiences as well. And what I learned when I transitioned and started my job hunt is that when you interview and you fill out resumes and you talk to HR individuals, they do not want to hear your sob story. It's really easy in the military to go out to the smoke pit or have a couple beers, with the boys and girls and kind of bullshit about, hey, I can't believe this happened or that happened. And it's just kind of like the company standard in the military. But they don't want to hear that in the civilian world. So you need to take your sack of sorries and just shove them away. And you need to start thinking about the good times that you had. Because when you sit in front of an interviewer and they ask you, well, tell me about your time in the military, if you decide that you're going to be all intellectual and grandiose and say, well, the reason I got out was because of this, and you wouldn't believe that, and the pay and medical and the barrack situation, that they don't want to hear that at all, like zero. You are not going to wow them one single bit. So what you need to start doing is you need to focus on the positives that you had in the military: a good deployment, a good mentor, a good leader, a good team that you were with, and start crafting that narrative, because interviewing is all about the narrative, and you need to practice this narrative. You need to basically write down the good stories that you have and then memorize them, and you need to stand in front of a mirror and you need to rehearse them, because those are the questions that they are going to ask. When they ask you, tell me about your time in the military, you don't want to have not practiced that, because trying to distill a 5, 10, 15, or 20-year career in the military down to a 1 to 3 minute excerpt is extremely difficult. And if you don't practice, I guarantee you when they ask you the question, you're going to think that you have it sacked, and it is just going to sound like a bag of mess. So craft the story around the positive experiences, because that's what they want to hear. You need to display your soft skills. This is number two. So, soft skills. So, in the military, there's a lot of jobs that don't easily translate to the corporate world. Well, I have a solution for you. Don't talk about your daily routine in the military and what you did as far as your specific job. You need to cater to the job that you're applying for and what the application says and what it's requesting of the candidates for the interview. And you will see things such as teamwork, relationship building, leadership, mentorship, training. Those are things that we all do in the military. So good for you. You already got this in the bag. The problem is it's so commonplace in the military, you don't even think about some of the times that you trained somebody or you mentored somebody, because it probably happens on a daily basis. So once again, getting back to rehearsing, you need to think about an individual that was struggling at some point at your command and how you stepped up and you helped them out rather than ridiculing them or belittling them. And then you craft that into a story that you tell to the company that you want to work for. And they're going to see an individual in front of them with tons of experience that not only wants to help people, but has the knowledge, skills, and abilities, the KSAs, in order to help one individual or multiple individuals, which is going to lead to better teamwork and better culture. So I'll leave you with this last one, making a good impression. I want to keep these videos short because I know on YouTube nobody listens to things longer than 10 minutes. A lot of people try and do the half-baked F you, F you, F you, F you, you're cool, I'm out. And while that sounds great in practice and might make you feel good for like 10 seconds, it is going to wreak havoc on your job hunt. You need to make a good lasting impression. And if you're all cozy with your command and everybody likes you, then great, you're in a good position. If you're not all is lost. Here's the solution. You need to spend your last 3, 6 months or a year at your command that you're at, making it a point to go around, and I'm not saying be disingenuous. I want you to really find people that made an impact on you or people that you think are good leaders and go tell them that. What a crazy concept, right? We don't do that in the military. Go sit down with somebody at work. Go have a coffee with them. Go have lunch. Go have a beer, whatever, and really give them a compliment on what you think about them. I know it's hard because in the military and we're all alpha, we push all that stuff down. But the reason you want to do this is because when you fill out a resume and they ask for your 3, 5, or 10-year work history, they're going to ask for a supervisor and they're going to ask for their contact information on all those applications. And the last memory that you put in that individual's head is going to be the one that they're probably going to talk about. So even if you weren't super close to your last enlisted leader or last officer leader, but you go out of your way to make time to sit down and say, look, I don't really want to talk shop today. I just kind of want to talk about my retirement or my separation. And I just want to let you know that these are the key points that you gave me that I'm going to take forward no matter whom I work for, because they're applicable to any business and running a good company. I really appreciate your leadership. I really appreciate the way that you did this type of training, or you took this very serious, or the way that you stand behind this mission statement or these core values. I mean, guys and girls, this is stuff that as you're listening to me, you're like, I'm not going to do this. This is all BS. Well, yeah, it's BS in your current job in the military, but this is 100% absolutely the stuff that they want to hear in interviews. So you need to start gearing yourself up and you need to start transitioning out of the mindset of being in the military, and you need to start thinking about appeasing the interviewer to get to the job that you want. Because let me make this point too, is that the interviewer or the human resources person that you're talking to, that's not the person that you're going to work with. That's the checks and balance. That's the buy-in to get into the company that you want to work for. So you have to create a story and craft a narrative all around positivity, all around your soft skills, all around your good experiences, just to get your foot in the door to work for that company that you want to work for. And if you don't do that, I'm telling you right now, you will not be successful. You will get a ton of cold emails just saying, thank you for your application. We've decided to move on to other candidates. So that's the first video. If you got something to say about it, comment. I don't give a shit if you subscribe because I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube. I'm really just trying to help military service members, veterans, anybody like me that just got out to make good choices. So good luck. I'll see you on the next video. If you want me to talk about something specifically, make a comment. I'll address it. See you.